How could I have possibly known that October morning almost 5 years ago that I was not only waking up to watch a Mariners game, I was waking up to a day when my life would change forever. Oh, jeez.
Today is all about Hayley and Ian and the start of their new life together. Hayley, you look absolutely fantastic today. You really do. But fortunately for you, Hayley, our speech is not about you. It's about Ian.
For those of you unfamiliar with the style of speech that British tradition dictates the best men give, this is where the niceties cease. We're here to talk about Ian's life and about all of his many, many flaws.
Hello, my name's Kayla, and I am Hayley's maid of honor. When she asked me to be her maid of honor, I said, why? I actually kind of struggled with writing Hayley's speech because we definitely don't have the typical we are best friends from the get-go kind of a story. Apparently the first words I said to Hayley was, I don't like girls, and I don't like you either. That is verbatim.
For those of you that don't know, Ian grew up in a tiny remote village in the Suffolk countryside.
For those of you unsure where Suffolk is, it's on the east of England.
And for those of you unsure where England is, it's a small little island just off the coast of Europe.
And for those of you unsure where Europe is, it's not a state in the Midwest.
Our mother was a very organised lady. As children, she kept very detailed baby books with photos, with detailed notes on our daily progress. And thankfully for Ian, we brought one with us today.
So the second time I met Hayley is a testament to her character, because despite my extremely, pardon my French, bitchy remarks during our first encounter, she naturally put all that aside and gave me a second chance, and we were best friends ever since.
7 months, Ian is crawling incredibly fast. He chases the others around as if they are playing. Not so easy to get him to sleep. I've resorted to tucking him in so tightly he can't move, and I let him cry for a little while.
Just so that you get a good picture of little Ian, he was very short, blonde, skinny little child with a really bizarre, protruding potbelly.
We got a picture, just so you can kind of get an idea of what it is. Little Ian.
Another quality about Hayley is that she has never sacrificed her identity for the sake of somebody else. And when Hayley first started seeing Ian, they weren't simply growing parallel to each other, they were growing together as best friends, and still are.
Now, I don't know how many people here are actually aware of the story of how Ian ended up in Seattle, but it's quite an interesting story.
For those of you who don't know, at English universities it's very common to do a third-year work-year placement where you go off and do work. I did my work-year placement in a pretty divey, shoddy bar in London.
Ian, however, met a 50-year-old German IT guru whilst playing golf. This mystery benefactor took him to Paris for a year's work placement. A year later, when Ian finished university, this very same sugar daddy, flew him to Seattle for yet another job. I'm still not sure what that job was.
They've never tried to change one another, only offered the utmost support, even when trying to get together to do something. For example, this last winter, I knew that Ian really, really, really wanted Hayley to like skiing. which was Evidence one weekend when we were going to go skiing together. And I kept trying to tell Hayley, do you have this? Do you have that? Is it here? Is it there? And she goes, oh, no, it's okay. Ian did all that for me. Meaning, Ian, in the interest of Hayley being very, very comfy when they were out skiing, had actually laid out her clothes in human form on the floor in order so that she would not be confused about what to put on in what order, so that she'd be totally as comfy as possible, so that she would like skiing. And he was obviously successful because they were going to spend part of their honeymoon skiing in Chamonix, France this winter.
So this moves us on to Ian's, the American chapter of Ian's life. This was when Susie got interested. She wasn't interested in France or going to Paris. But within 2 weeks of Ian arriving in Seattle, Susie visited, finding herself on one of Ian and Hayley's first dates.
It wasn't long after this that we realised Ian was never going to return to the UK. He'd found a girlfriend. And so the American life began. Now, unfortunately, our mother did not get a chance to meet our brother's beautiful bride. But we can tell you that Mother would have absolutely adored Hayley. Intelligent, beautiful, confident, organised, career-driven woman. Even strong enough to handle Ian.
You're okay. You can't cry already. It's okay. Come on, you just had your hair and makeup done. Oh. God, you're so beautiful.
You never thought you'd be standing here.
Thankfully, Hayley did get to meet our father. They had a common love, numbers. Our dad was a chartered accountant, so they had a lot to talk about.
And believe me, only a very few people on this planet could tolerate talking to our father, particularly a drunken father, at 2 o'clock in the morning about numbers and politics. And I think the only people that could are actually here with us today, to be honest. He enjoyed our company so much that he suddenly decided that this was the perfect time for a trip to Seattle.
When Dad arrived at Seattle Airport, he was asked 2 very tough questions. What does your son do here, and where does he live? He failed at both.
I'm Bill Hillman. I'm the very proud father of the bride. And I want to thank everyone for coming, friends and family, from near and far, and those who are here today in spirit. We are here today to celebrate a marriage. We are here today to celebrate love. We are here today to celebrate commitment. And we are here to celebrate a leap of faith. I have seen Hayley and Ian hold hands and leap before. They adopted their 2 cats, Calvin and Jackson, the evidence of which is all over these tables, in front of each one of you. They bought a house together, and they have traveled the world together. The evidence, again, is all around you.
Kudos to Ian and Hayley for envisioning this day, for bringing family together, because it means so much to them. Kudos. I just love you both. But I had a premonition, because I'm the mother. And with my premonition, it happened when Hayley was 3, and we were driving down West Bay Drive. And in her innocence, she said, "Mom, when I grow up, I want to have children and live with you." And I pulled the car to the side of the road. I don't know what got into me, but I was scared. And I said, no, you're not. And then I said, this is how it's going to work. You're going to get an education. You're going to graduate from college. You're going to get a job. You're going to find a man. You're going to get married. You're going to buy a house. And then you're going to have children. And I will come and babysit. And that's what happened. Because I'm the mother.
I think of no better analogy for marriage than traveling together. Traveling together means making plans together, listening to one another and compromising, helping each other and sticking together no matter how rough the trip might get. Yes, life is a journey, and to have a loyal partner that wants what is best for you as much as you want what is best for them gives you a great chance for a memorable journey.
Dad was so fond of Hayley that when Ian returned to speak to Dad about the idea of a permanent move to the States and to Seattle, Dad's simple response was, "Why the hell wouldn't you?" And on that note, I would just like to take this moment to stand and raise a glass to our wonderful parents, Jim and Delaney. To Jim and Delaney.
As everyone knows, unfortunately, my mother is not here to perform the mother-son dance with me. So there was a few things she really loved. She loved to throw a party. She loved to bring a lot of people together, just like we've done here. She threw New Year's Eve parties every year for, 10 to 15 years. I didn't even know. I mean, I was tiny. Other things she loved was a good glass of wine. So bar's open, enjoy it. And of course, she loved fantastic music. She grew up in the 60s. She loved fantastic music. All the best songs, all the great artists that came out of London and everywhere else in England and all over the world. So, in honor of our mother, Hayley and Rogers, we would like to invite everybody, or everybody who can fit on the dance floor, up to celebrate the mother-son dance with me and to dance to a song that she would love to embarrass us to.
I give you the world if you're mine to give.
I think that Hayley and Ian deciding to spend their lives together is just the latest of many leaps of faith that they have taken together. A leap of faith is not easy. To join hands and jump takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of trust in your partner. It takes a shared vision of where you want to go. They are very good at it. They've even jumped out of an airplane together. Now that is a leap of faith.
There was another thing that she said when she was very young, maybe around 4, and I asked her what she wanted to do with her life, and she said, "I want to be an adventurer." And meeting Ian has now made her an adventurer. Look at the photos around. It truly came true. You don't remember that, do you?
Well, I have seen the nuptials and a very beautiful ceremony. I will not be satisfied until Ian gives me the 5 goats that he owes me as the price of my daughter. I have seen no goats. I wouldn't know what to do with 5 goats, so please don't bother. I would not sell my precious daughter at any price, but I will willingly give her to the man she loves, to the man who loves and cares for her as much as I do.
One of the first times I met Ian, he just melted my heart. And it was the time he was in the hospital. I went in to see him, and he said, "Oh, Jan, your daughter's a good nurse. You really taught her well." And I thought, Ian, here he was, but he was paying compliments to Hayley, and he just got my heart.
Ian, Hayley has chosen you, and you have my consent. Your intellect, your creativity, your passion for life, and your obvious love for my daughter make me feel at ease for her future.
There's another little thing about this weekend is that it truly is the Woodstock 45th anniversary. Sorry, honey, she wouldn't dye her beautiful gown tie-dye. Such a shame. But Woodstock, it was peace, love, and music, and I think that's what's created today. And Ian and Hayley, you've created it. Thank you so much.
May your joy outweigh your sorrow. May your victories outweigh your defeats. And may you find everlasting fulfillment in each other. To Hayley and Ian.
We're looking forward to a lot of adventures with you guys, a lot more events like this, days that are just as special as this. It's been fabulous. And we have no doubt they will live a very long and happy life together.
So we'd like to stand and raise a toast to Ian and Hayley.
Ian and Hayley.
Commitment is what transforms a promise into a reality. It is the words that speak boldly of your intentions and the actions that speak louder than words.
That day I met the one that would lead us all to this moment, the one that I have traveled the world with, who I have built a home and a small family with. Who is the kindest, most loving, and caring person I've ever met, and who brightens every day with a smile, good humor, and love.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
From this day forward, for as long as we both shall live.
From this day forwards, for as long as we both shall live. Hayley, our time together has not been entirely straightforward, and we have faced more things together than I thought possible. First couple of years after I met you, I went through a lot of hardships, all of which could bring anyone down. Sorry. With you, it's just not possible. Not only did you stand by me in the rough times, you cheered me up when I was sad. You nursed me when I was injured. You went further than that. You made every day, every week, every month and every year the best I could have ever imagined.
I hope that when future generations tell our story, they will speak of a couple who were devoted to their family and friends, who stood by each other during the hard times, who never lost their sense of adventure, and who loved each other deeply until the very end. Right now, I am honored to stand here before you to make the following vows.
I've never known anyone with a heart as big as yours, albeit mainly towards animals. You have shown me new things I never thought I'd know, and it is that heart that made me fall in love with you. It is that heart that will make me never fall out of love with you.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
From this day forward, for as long as we both shall live.
From this day forward, as long as we both shall live. I promise to encourage all your hobbies you want to pursue. Within reason. To care for our family, to be by your side through any journey, and I will love you always.
Going forwards, I promise everything to you. I promise to stand by you through the rough times, to cheer you up when you are sad, to care for you when you are not well, and to do whatever it takes to make you the happiest you can be, which is pretty easy because it's usually just a pair of sweatpants and some animals. There's so much more I could say here today. I could go on for hours talking about how wonderful you are and everything you have done for me in my life. The only thing I need to say is I love you, and I will always love you, and I will try my hardest for the rest of our lives to make sure you know that I still always will love you.
You've spoken the words and performed the rites which unite your lives. It is my great privilege to declare you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
I love you.
And now, family and friends, it is my pleasure to present to you for the first time as a wedded couple, Hayley and Ian Rogers.